Have you ever heard of a prison nicknamed The Rock, Alcatraz Island, located off the coast of San Francisco? Wasn't your average jail. This rocky island became a famous prison in 1934, designed to be impossible to escape. Today, we're going to explore the chilling history of Alcatraz, a place that housed some of history's most dangerous criminals. Who were these criminals? Imagine Al Capone, Machine Gun Kelly, and Robert Stroud all locked up together. With its cold cells, isolation, and constant danger, Alcatraz aimed to break even the toughest criminals. But was it truly inescapable? Escapes were a big part of Alcatraz's story. Desperate prisoners planned daring attempts to get free. We'll look at some of the most famous ones, from digging tunnels with spoons to building rafts for a risky trip across the bay. The most well-known escape involved Frank Morris and the Anglin brothers in 1962. They disappeared without a trace, leaving behind a raft and fake heads in their beds. Did they drown in the cold water, or did they somehow make it to freedom? This mystery remains unsolved. Alcatraz wasn't just about the prisoners. The guards who worked there faced challenges too. Being isolated from the mainland and dealing with constant tension took a toll on them. We'll learn about the guards' experiences, the violent riots that happened inside the prison, and the stories of the people who patrolled The Rock. Alcatraz closed in 1963 because it was too expensive to run. However, its legacy continues. Today, it's a national park where visitors can walk the same grounds as history's most notorious criminals. The island is also known for ghost stories, fueled by its dark past. Are these stories real, or are they just echoes of a brutal time? Alcatraz is a chilling reminder of a bygone era. It's a place where hope and despair battled, and the line between freedom and captivity was blurry. I know you are in a hurry to hear the prison break itself, but before we get to the daring escape attempts, let's talk about the men who face them every day, the guards. Imagine this. You're a prison guard stationed on a tiny, isolated island in the middle of San Francisco Bay. The guards, called screws by the inmates, worked long, grueling shifts in these harsh conditions. They had to be constantly vigilant, knowing any slip-up could lead to a deadly escape attempt. The Birdman of Alcatraz. The inmates of Alcatraz were a constant threat. Take Robert Stroud, better known as the Birdman of Alcatraz. Stroud, a convicted murderer, spent most of his time in solitary confinement. To cope with the isolation, he began caring for injured birds he found on the prison yard. However, this seemingly harmless hobby turned sinister. Stroud reportedly smuggled a knife hidden in a bird cage, leading to stricter regulations. Now, let's talk about the escape attempt that almost changed everything. The escape of the century. In 1962, 3 inmates, Frank Morris and brothers John and Clarence Anglin, meticulously planned their escape. They used spoons and other tools to carve holes through their cell walls, creating intricate ventilation ducts. They fashioned a raft from raincoats and life preservers, and even made fake heads out of papier mâché to fool the night guards. The escape was ingenious, and it remains a mystery to this day whether they made it or not. Their bodies were never found, and their disappearance continues to fuel speculation. Join us next time as we explore more mysteries and legends surrounding this infamous island.